Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to come out. It's a beautiful night out there, and I appreciate everyone taking the time, and certainly there's lots of other places you would prefer to be. My goal for my short 3 minutes is to talk about two things, and one is my vision for public education in Calgary, and the second is what I believe are two key issues we have as we go forward. So first of all, my vision for the CBE focuses on 4 key foundations, and the first one is it's flexible. I believe the CBE has done an outstanding job in terms of flexible programming. You go onto the CBE website, we've got outstanding language programs, we've got alternative programs. I had the privilege yesterday in taking part in Experience Teaching First, pardon me. I was paired with a teaching partner at Jack James High School. I experienced my first lockdown because there were guns in the community. I got to see what it was really like at the front line, and we need to make sure that the systems and processes are flexible as well to support those teachers at the front line. It's fun. Sue spoke about her daughter wanting to leave. When I was in grade 3 back in the 70s, we memorized multiplication tables. I don't know if anybody can remember memorizing multiplication tables. I see lots of nodding heads. My son, our son is in grade 3, our eldest, and he comes home every day, "Mom, I can't be late for school tomorrow. Math rocks." And that's the kind of attitude, that passion. We need that passion in our classrooms. Those kids need to be inspired to keep going because, quite frankly, you know, math in grade 12, there's lots of other things I'd rather be doing, but we need to make sure math is still rocking. It's forward-looking. Our education system historically was designed for a manufacturing-based economy. We're not living in that world anymore. We're living in a creative economy, a knowledge-based economy. We need an education system that addresses that forward-looking view and is able to meet those challenges of the creative age. And finally, it needs to be fiscally responsible. Of course, everybody's going to talk about this issue tonight. It's certainly been all over the paper. This is not news. We know our funding grants are our major source of revenue, over 70%. We need to use those funds prudently. So those are my 4 key pillars, if you will, of my vision for public education in Calgary. I want to talk about my 2 big issues, and one is funding and the budgeting process. We develop 3-year plans, we work with Alberta Education to do that, and then we have a 1-year budget cycle. I'm not sure intuitively that this makes sense, so we need to find a way to engage Alberta Education, align that process, and expand our definition of basic education. Parent council shouldn't be fundraising technology dollars for computers. That's part of the basic education model. Let's make sure we work with Alberta Education to do that. The second priority is people. The teachers, it's a student-centric organization. The people are at the front line. Those teachers, we need to make sure we're supporting them and getting them the tools and facilities they need. A beautiful night again, so thank you for taking the time out. So a vote for Catherine Heggerud on October 18th is a vote for, as Sheila mentioned, a proven leadership background. We have some significant challenges to face. And I was at TELUS for many years through 2 incredibly difficult union mergers, some cultural mergers, and I consistently scored through all those really difficult times in the top quartile of team engagement scores. I'm known for team collaboration, and I think that's what we need moving forward. We need somebody who can collaborate with the community, who can collaborate with the administration. We need to focus on being a student-centric organization. We need people who have been at the front line of that experience. So I believe that by voting for Catherine Heggerud, it sounds so funny to say, I really am not good at that self-promotion, that you will get some skills required at the board to make sure that we are not putting the cart before the horse, that the administration is held accountable to the governance policies that the board has worked very hard to put in place, and that we carry through on our commitment to high school completion rates going up, to delivering the best quality education that we can for our students moving forward. I have 3 kids in the public education system. I'm really hoping that someday I'll have grandkids in the public education system, and we need to keep it robust, and we need to keep it healthy, and we need to keep it forward-looking, because that train's going, and those kids are going, and they need us with them on it, getting them to the future.